Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take the parts that do resonate. If it does not, leave the parts that do not resonate for you, as those may be meant for someone else. All right, so we're going to get our Green Witch Tarot, and we're going to look at what you may possibly be struggling with, what you may need to look at, and future energies that may possibly be coming in for you. All right, Capricorn, what are you struggling with? Three of Wands. I feel like it's maybe moving. Three of Wands can also represent a partnership, because we have people that are up here on the ship that are helping this person to load up all of these things onto the ship. So it could be a partnership that you're worried about. It could be changes. There could be a trip that's coming up for you that maybe you're worrying about. A new destination, something new. Could be a new job that you're struggling with. It could be looking towards the future, that like you're not really sure, like, where do I go from here? I'm not really feeling happy. I'm not feeling satisfied. I'm not feeling like I'm accomplishing what I wanted to accomplish. Sometimes, you know, life gives us twists and turns, and we're like, oh, by the time I was this age, I thought I was going to be here, right? Or that I thought I was going to be doing this, but here I am. I'm still not doing that. And you know, sometimes it's like, well, where do I go from here? Or I had this plan and this didn't work out. And so now what do I do? We have, for what you may need to look at, is number 11, the Standing Stone, which is the Justice card. Look at the positive that's going on around you. I feel like there's signs around you that are giving you that direction, that are giving you clues, right? Look at the positive things that are happening for you. This also could represent that something good is coming in for you, that something very soon is going to happen for you to give you that sign, to give you that motivation, to give you that direction. Over here we have the Two of Cups, so I feel like that's happiness. I feel like it's that everything's going to be okay, that it's all going to work out, that, you know, sometimes the universe doesn't give us things that we want to have happen or think that we should have happen, as like we get impatient. We're like, well, when is this going to happen? When is this going to happen? But maybe there are some things that are possibly going on behind the scenes, or that you have to work on in order for these things to happen, and to just kind of go with the flow for what's going on now and not get frustrated by things. We have, excuse me, I have hiccups, Three of Swords, and she's going into this dilapidated house, and she's going in to fix it up with her bags, or is she packing it and leaving and walking away, and she's packed her bags and she's saying goodbye and she's ready to leave? So I feel like could be what's going on with you. You're like, I'm not really sure. Do I go into the shack? Do I fix it up? Do I walk away from it? You know, maybe you're having those doubts. Maybe you're not really sure what it is that you want to do, that you're just kind of standing there staring at it, right? She's just standing there staring at it, and she's like, I'm just not sure what it is that I want to do. But sometimes if we give things enough time, then they kind of show us or give us that feeling of, okay, yeah, this is the right thing that I need to do. This is what I'm feeling. This is where I feel this needs to go. This is what I feel needs to happen. And sometimes those answers will just show up for us. For some reason, I just feel like with this Standing Stone here, I just feel like there's some signs that are going to be presented to you. I just feel like something's going to come in for you. Something's going to happen. I'm not sure what it is, but I just feel like with this has to do with the signs that are around you. That's going to give you your answers. Again, I feel like you may be struggling with the World card, which is maybe being frustrated that, again, like I was saying before about, well, at this time in my life, I thought I was going to be here, or I thought this was going to happen, or maybe it's change and you're struggling with change. Six of Cups can represent, again, dreams that maybe you had when you were younger, that you were going to be at a certain place or be doing accomplishments at this point in your life, and that could be like those dreams that you had, and you're like, well, that didn't come true, or that didn't happen, and you know, I'm feeling frustrated, I'm feeling let down. I feel like you're kind of holding those things to yourself, and I feel like you need to be careful with that so that it doesn't get to that boiling point, that it doesn't start to inhibit you from moving forward and doing things, because sometimes when we get really frustrated by things that are not happening or are happening in our life, that we become overwhelmed and we start to shut down, and we're like, you know what, I don't want to do anything. I just want to stay here and do nothing. Again, it could be changes that are happening in your life that maybe you're like, no, I don't want this to change. I don't want this to happen. I don't want this to be different. I don't want to go through that, and you're holding yourself back. So I feel like with the Six of Pentacles, which is sharing, but I feel like if you're struggling with the Six of Pentacles, I feel like you're kind of holding things to yourself. I feel like there's somebody that you need to reach out to, or somebody reaches out to you, because again, I was feeling it was signs. I could be somebody reaches out to you and communicates with you. It could have to do with a job. It could have to do with a business. It could have to do with an opportunity, to do with money. But I also feel like you just have to be patient, because the King of Pentacles is somebody who is patient. So I feel like you just have to wait until the time is right, and your answers will present themselves. King of Wands, I feel somebody's actions, but I also feel like the King of Wands is looking towards the past, that when you got frustrated and irritated and waiting for things to happen, that it really didn't get you anywhere. But I feel like it's just, I don't know, for some reason I feel like the King of Wands is coming in for you. It could be a fire sign, but I feel like it's something, maybe it's something that ignites that spark within yourself, right? That sign, like you see that sign, somebody could reach out to you, and then you're like, you're feeling alive, you're feeling better, you're feeling like, yes, now I know what I'm supposed to do. Now I know where I want to go. Now I know my direction. My answer has come in. Then you can move forward, right? Eight of Wands is then you have that quick moving energy. You have that forward energy. We've got the sun right in the middle. This could also help your relationship if you have a partnership, that maybe you're kind of feeling alone here. But then once, you know, when we have positive things that happen, we want to share those with our partner, and we feel happy and we feel excited and we feel better within our relationship, and our partner can share with us in our excitement and our achievements and our forward progress. And I feel like it's something to look over the process of what had gone on here, about being patient and just waiting for things to happen, that you'll know when the time is right. And I feel like it does bring in a lot of growth for you. I feel like it's a learning for you. This also could, you know, just represent that your relationship evolves to a higher level. It could be maybe thinking about children. It could be thinking about marriage. It could be thinking about a stronger commitment, you know, because things are working out for you. Look at this. We have the Justice card. Again, so that's justice twice. So it's like the two sides are coming down to the sun. Things are happening for you. Things are going to start happening for you in a positive way. Things are going to start coming in for you. Opportunities. I feel like it could just be the positive energy. When we change our mindset from being frustrated and irritated and negative to positive and hopeful and excited, that's what that brings into us. That's what we manifest, is depending on what kind of energy that we are in. So I feel like it could just be being more aware of that energy. Let's see. All right, I want to use these. All right. Don't rush or push a situation, because I feel like the results are not going to be the results that you're looking for. I feel like they're not going to be as big as what you were thinking of or you were hoping for if you tried to push something. There are times when you have to like kind of nudge it, but there are times when sometimes if we force something to happen or to get a result, that it's just not as good as what we were hoping for, because really the timing wasn't right. All right, we have the Lovers. So I feel like, again, I almost feel like this happiness and this good energy, we have the Two of Cups, and then we have down here, we have the Lover. So I feel like the relationship between the two of you is definitely becoming stronger. Again, we have the Empress. It could be marriage. It could be a stronger commitment. It could be starting to think about having children. But I also feel like it has to do with a lot of personal growth within yourself and growth within the relationship. We have the High Priestess, which is listening to that inner voice and waiting until you find the time is right before you make a move, before you do things. Then when you feel right, then you take the actions to make things happen, right? Knight of Wands is that action and that direction, and things start to speed up. And it's like, oh, wow, I felt like I was stuck in quicksand over here, but then all of a sudden, once this King of Wands hit, I feel like everything starts to speed up, like everything starts to happen. You're opening your eyes to new opportunities that maybe in the past you wouldn't have taken, or you wouldn't have seen, or you would have ignored, and now you're like, oh, you're opening your eyes to new opportunities, and you're seeing things different. You're seeing, like, yeah, being patient, as frustrating as it can be, waiting until the time is right, then things just happen so much better, and it's at a higher level, and not pushing anything, and kind of seeing things from that perspective. We have the Moon. I feel like that could do with that's Pisces, but I feel like it's sometimes we don't see clearly, but it's like we know that we still want to move forward. Sometimes everything isn't always displayed for us or laid out on the table, or it's like sometimes we have to work through those times where we're not sure where we're headed, or we're not sure where we're going. But I feel like eventually that it's okay if we're not sure of the direction, that we take that time, we sort through how we feel, and then we feel more confident about the decision that we want to make. We have Ace of Cups, so again, we have relationships, we have the cup overflowing, right? I just feel like this energy with this relationship is that not only do you feel better, but that spreads to the people around you. And I just feel like it really changes the outlook for everything. We have Seven of Swords. I feel like it's kind of coming out of the shadows. I feel like it's taking what works for you. I feel like it's kind of bringing things to the forefront of maybe things that you maybe didn't address before, but now you're ready to bring them to the forefront. That maybe before you were kind of holding back on how you were feeling or what it is that you want to do, but because you have this newfound energy, you're able to communicate better with your partner or people around you, because you're like, I don't want to hold back anymore. I don't want to sneak around. I don't want to hold back. I don't want to stop myself from achieving my goals or reaching out or going after my dreams, because maybe it doesn't fit the norm of what everyone else is doing, and because what I want to do is different, that I don't want to hold myself back. I want to be proud for those things. Yeah, I want to be proud for those things that I want to do, and proud of myself for thinking outside of the box and doing things differently, right? And that's what you should do, and you should embrace that. We have the Nine of Cups. I love it. I love that. Look at that. The Nine of Cups for overall energy. Yes, embrace your dreams, embrace your goals. If it's not something that everyone else does, that's okay. Think outside of the box. Be outside of the box. You never know. That could change everything, right? Being that person that comes up with that different way of doing things. But it's not even about that. It's about having that happiness and that self-satisfaction within yourself that makes it the best, because you're doing things for yourself. You're feeling happy for you. You're feeling excited for you, that you're achieving your goals, that you're achieving your Nine of Cups. Maybe over here, this was a different Nine of Cups, and over here you have this new Nine of Cups that's even better than you could have imagined. And that's how you have to look at it. And that's what you have to embrace. And if it's different from everybody else's, well, that's a good thing, because who wants to do what everybody else is doing, right? Why follow the crowd? Make your own path. All right, so let's close out with an animal oracle. We have Wombat Spirit, be at home, which means being comfortable in your own skin, being comfortable with who you are, being comfortable with the way that you do things, that's okay. You don't have to do it the way everybody else does. Your way is your way and is the best way for you. I love it. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.